It's Gateway Drive Time with Roz. Beginning of October means it's Black History Month once again, and we love to feature inspirational people on Gateway, and one of those joins me today. She's set up her own business. She's a DJ and entrepreneur. Her name's China Lawan. Joins me now. Welcome to Gateway, and reading through what you've been doing, which includes a trip to 10 Downing Street, which we'll talk about in a moment. But tell us, China, a little bit about your business and the challenges you experienced when you started it. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to meet yourself and what you're doing, incredible. And yeah, so I started a We Run the World Female DJ Agency in 2012. And the main concept was to raise an awareness for female DJs and to create opportunities. Because at that time in 2012, when I look around, I could actually count the DJs that was giving the opportunities. And these was the DJs on the radio station, because there's a platform for them, or on television, a television starts on DJ, they got the opportunities. And I wanted to change the narrative. I wanted just everyday DJ to be DJing, just like you see everyday guys that's not on the radio or on television DJing. Right. And they get regular work. So I wanted a regular opportunity for female DJs where they can just DJ just like their male counterparts.
Yeah. Why didn't you feel, why do you think doors stayed shut at the time? And I mean, I've experienced some of this myself in the world of radio, and without, putting too fine a point on it, it is a male-dominated industry.
Why? So your question was, why do you felt like it was shut? I just felt like it's just a mind. It's just the way,
a mindset,
we have been programmed to think for some reason. Like, we've been programmed to think that men probably are better at that job. Because DJing, I mean, apart from the technical side, which, okay, the guy is like lifting up his speakers, I understand that aspect. But when it comes to playing music, it should not be something deep that only guys should know what's the best song to select, for an event. It should not be anything that deep. It should be, but here we are. But we are changing that, we are changing that. I've been going on for 13 years and we're getting more booking every single day. And we've come such a long way, because I remember when I started, we was getting booked to do more, open event, the start of night. And then they have the male DJ on the main stage. We started on that level where we was just doing like the men, that's it, the warm-up sessions. I'm not going to call a name, but we did a big event in Manchester, and, we run the world and we have a female DJ. And even at that time, when they said female DJ, it was not just like we want to, let's support a female DJ. It was like, let's get a female DJ for that look, more than let's support a talented female DJ. You can tell the difference when someone is speaking to you, their purpose of why they want a female DJ, just for that look. Oh, let's get a female DJ, looks good. Or let's actually support a female DJ, because there are really good ones out there, And not even that, I always argue with the question is, people always said, there's always some good female DJ. And I was like, there's a lot of crap male DJ too. In every industry, there's good and bad. Why is such a big thing that there's female DJs that's not good, when there's a lot of male that's also not good? In every industry, you've got the really good, and there's always few that's not that great. Why is such an issue that there's few DJs that's not good in female? Because there was a time when it was like, a lot of female DJs all about the looks. They're not good. But I'm glad we went through that phase where people are not saying that anymore, because lots of female DJs are really good at what they do.
Yeah. Do you feel there's a historical erasure of black women in the music industry? Do you really feel that exists as well?
Yeah. I mean, there is not a lot. Thinking about it, there is not a lot. I'm just thinking right now, as in DJing, and also DJing is you got the artist DJs, the DJs that produce music.
Yeah. And then I saw one of those once. I went to see one of those once, and her name was Sonique back in the 90s.
Oh my gosh, she's incredible in the 90s.
She's incredible. Wow. I interviewed her and of course she had a big number one hit, didn't she?
Yes,
As
absolutely.
well in the
Sweet.
UK.
Oh,
And
that's
I
classic.
saw her I saw her operating. She was fantastic. She was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. There's some inspiration there, absolutely. And this was back around 2000, I would say, just the end of the 90s, beginning of the noughties, going into the 2000. Around that time, she had some whopping great chart songs out there, which was again super. But like you say, artist DJ, rather than a DJ. There's a difference.
Oh, there's such a big difference. And just the whole industry, like, the artist DJ and a DJ. Even though I do have a BA degree in music technology, I have a BA degree in music because I got into DJing by accident. I wanted to become an artist. That was my dream, to be a singer and an actress. So I do have a degree in music tech, and I've produced a couple of songs, few have been asked, record label. But then I got into DJing. I really love DJing, and I just wanted to be a DJ. I don't want to, maybe in the future, but right now I just want to enjoy being a DJ.
Hmm.
And I know lots of DJs been saying that they want to be an artist because they felt they would get booker quicker if they were an artist instead of just a DJ. And I
Absolutely.
don't want it to feel, I do not want to go that way. I don't want to just do something for to getting booked for something else. I just want to DJ.
Yeah.
And I get it, which is why a lot of DJs are on the radio because they can get booked. Like, I get why you have to do what you got to do,
Well, it's very
you know?
competitive. It's very competitive. But you, I can see here, you've been tapped by brands like Harrods, John Lewis, and Skechers. They're big brands, China. But we got to talk about other brands as well. Luxury brands. Some of them are getting it right. Some of them are getting it wrong when it comes to booking diverse talent. What would you want to say to those who you feel are getting it wrong?
I get that a lot with my agency. Not a lot, I would say. Maybe 10% of the time where it's very clear they they are shying away from diversity, where they want a specific race to do the event. And I felt like, and sometimes I'm a very open-minded person. I was like, well, maybe it's their brand, and but you never know sometimes, try something different, I would say. Because sometimes a brand could be specifically set on a race, and you thought, well, let's just keep a DJ within that race of maybe our clientels. So in that way, I'm like, okay, I can get it. But sometimes it's like, you know what? Why does just get a talented DJ that does the job as well, you know? And yeah,
Yeah.
you could let them look good as well. Like, you're gonna get a benefit as well. Like, wow, this brand is actually like, wow, look at this merchandise. You guys can get big up as well.
Absolutely. We want to sort of talk about why building black futures means investing in black owned platforms. And I think that's something that's very important. And I think you've touched upon it there as well. You're saying people who have a fixed idea about who their DJ should be, perhaps they should stretch their minds a little bit further.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like it's just like myself as well. Sometimes um one of our clients are Cavella, the Italian brand, and they sponsor a black event, and one of my resident DJ, she's white, and even though it was a black event, she's one of the resident DJ, and it was a really black event and everything else. And I said, yeah, I said, I know it's a black event, everybody's going to be black. I said, well, you can do it. You could play the music. You could play the music they're looking
Mm,
for. And I feel like that's fresh. And I think they appreciate it as well. Like, I've got a lot of black female DJs. I could have said, I could have said, they want R&B and hip hop, you're gonna do it. But I also have a white female DJ who's residency for that brand that's my client, and she's good at it. I said, go and do it.
mm,
Because I felt like that's the only way we can change the world.
mm. And
It's
it's the
about
talent that
it's
counts,
about
isn't it?
changing it.
Yeah.
It's just about changing perspective and how people think, and and just giving people this opportunity. I'm very aware. I'm very blessed that I work with a lot of diversity in my agency. I've got the same numbers of white and black. I work with everyone. I don't really care on your background, your religion. And I feel if there's not a lot of people like me that doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's mostly like either a lot of white or a lot of black.
It really is so great listening to this. And I've got to ask you now, we've mentioned some top brands here on air this afternoon. Tell us about 10 Downing Street. Why were you invited there and who did you meet?
Wow. So yeah, I got a call. Hi, is this China Lawan? And I said, yeah. And she said, I'm calling from 10 Downing Street. I was like, oh
Ah.
my gosh, somebody's pranking me. No way. So I was going on, I was like, oh my God, such a loser, right? At that particular time, my late mom was with me. I was a carer and she was downstairs. I ran down, I said, oh, mom, somebody just called me. Me and my mom was laughing. And I said, but she said she's going to send me an invitation by 9 o'clock. So let's wait.
Mm.
So I called all my friends, like, I was so excited. I got pranked. I mean, you get excited to get pranked, like literally. So it was all for 9 p.m. because she said we am gonna send you an invitation at 9. So I know if I didn't have the invitation, it was definitely a prank. 7:30, I got an invitation. China Lawan, you invited. I was like, oh my God. And then she said to me, to make it more legit, this is my number. If anything, call me. Oh, and I quickly went online. My friend used the number. We was like, let's check if it's a real number or not. So we put it on Google as well. And I was like, if there's anything you want me to help you with, I was just so. And then one of my friends also got invited, but she didn't get a call. She just got an invitation.
Right.
So I said, oh my gosh, I got a call.
When was this, China? When did this happen?
So this was in 2019.
2019.
This was a long time ago. So yeah,
Yeah.
this was 2019. So that was
Right.
before the lockdown. And
Conservative
I called her
government.
up.
Yeah.
I know. So I called her up and I said, is there anything you want me to do? She goes, I'll think about it and get back to you. And then she called me. She goes, actually, can you DJ? I was like, oh my God, I'm going to DJ at 10 Downing Street as well. So I said, of course I'm going to DJ for you guys. It's not a big deal. So yes, I arranged the AV guy and then we went there. It was the way they treated me. It was just like another level. Got in there, the securities. Oh my God, it's China. Open the door to. Oh my gosh, it's like I was a superstar. The AV guy that came with me was like, oh my God, China. And one thing I regretted was I didn't know I could bring my family. So when I got there, the 10 Downing Street, everybody was waiting for me. There was like, oh my God, all the staff was like coming to me, DJ, and oh my God. And one of the ladies said, where's your mom and dad? And I said, oh my gosh, was I supposed to invite them?
Oh, what an experience. That must have been. I mean, I can still hear the excitement of it in your voice
Yeah, it was
today.
just everything was just like it was just wow. And then they had what's the MP because we was waiting for Boris and he was late. So they said Boris was gonna turn up and we originally was late waiting for Boris, right? So it's like he's come and then he was late, so we had to carry on. So Boris was acting like us being late.
Well, poor old Boris, he got in trouble over parties, didn't he? Not
Oh
long
my
after you
God.
saw him.
It was great. And then they called my name, which was a shocker.
Mm,
So there was a lot of people at the day for it was a Black History Month reception, you
mm,
know. And so they was calling few black businesses, and then all of a sudden, shock, China Lawan on Instagram. They either
mm-hmm,
featured me, videos, like it was my event. It was not joke.
mm.
Even though there was other artists, it was about me. They interviewed me. I'm on their Instagram, Facebook, tagged me. I will never forget that. And I'm glad my late mom was alive to see that.
Oh,
Even though she didn't attend, but I'm glad she was there to see me and yeah,
yeah.
great. I'm very grateful for the experience.
It's Gateway Drive Time with Roz and my guest today, China Lawan, who's a DJ and entrepreneur, a very inspirational person. And I mean, if you've got a message for Gateway listeners today, I mean, we're in Black History Month and we're talking about Black futures. We may have, inspirational black people in Basildon waiting to start their own businesses and possibly thinking about doing what you're doing, especially if they're female. What would you like to say to them today?
I would say just go for it. Don't think too much. When I had the idea for We Run the World Agency, I just ran with it. I didn't question myself. Am I going to have the fund? I just ran with what I had, and it's just about like having that vision. And you have to be patient because it took me a long time for me to be where I am right now.
Mm.
And you have to sacrifice because I sacrificed so much. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie to anyone and say it's going
Mm.
to be easy,
What
but you
did
have
you
to have
find you had to sacrifice?
after I sacrifice time, after sacrifice money as well.
Mm.
A lot of things that I had a full-time job if I started with Run the World Agency, which I was getting paid a lot of money for, and started with Run the World Agency. I didn't make that money for such a long time. Now I'm making more than that, but for a very, very long time, I didn't make that much money. And when I do make money, I would put it back in my business because I felt it was not in a good place for me to be paying myself a certain amount of money. So even though I was DJing, touring, that money didn't come to my pocket. It went back to the agency. So that's what I
Mm.
meant by you have to sacrifice. You're not
Yeah.
going to start an agency or whatever you choose to do, and think you're going to make money straight away. It takes a
Mm.
lot of sacrifice,
Yeah.
money,
It's a
sacrifice
risk, isn't
your
it?
time. There's
Mm.
a time when I couldn't sleep. I was on coffee day and night. I'm not saying people should do that. Thinking about now, that was the wrong idea. But I was just excited and I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. I want to be what I am today. And all that sacrifice I did, I'm like, wow, I'm in such a good place. I just came back from Spain, Seville,
Mm.
DJing for Sketches. This year I've been to 15 or 16 country in Europe, DJing every single month. Next month I'm in France. Like it paid off. So you just
Mm.
have to go with it, but you have to be patient. You have to be strong-minded. You have to be single-minded. Not
Mm.
everyone's gonna like what you're doing, even though it's good. A lot of people didn't like what I was doing, even though I'm thinking this
Mm.
is positive. Not
Yeah.
everyone's gonna like, but you have to believe in what you believe, and you just have to go for it.
I,
That's what I would say. Just go for
well,
it. Like
yeah.
just be positive and be single-minded. I think that's what I had while I'm still in the game. I don't watch what anyone else is doing. I don't think what everybody think. I think about what I think and what I want to see. And I've seen the changes. There's
Mm.
female teachers all over. Just go on Instagram. When I started, I can count 2, 3 DJ. Now, unlimited female DJs. I started that. I wanted that. I visualized that. I can see that. And it took us 13 years for us to get where we are right now. So anything is possible if you just believe.
Shameless plug now, China. Come on. Anybody wanting to book you, contact you. Shameless plug here on Gateway. Let's have your details.
Yeah, we www.femaledjagency.com. We specialize we do a lot of fashion events, brand events, in-store event, corporate event. Christmas is coming. Everybody need a DJ for Christmas. Holler at us. We've got over 60 female DJs. We have so many DJs out of London, so many in London. We have abroad, we got USA, we've got yeah. So wherever you are, we have a DJ that can reach you. I guarantee you. And yeah, let's do this. And thank you in advance for supporting We Run the World Female DJ Agency, the best female DJ in the world, based in London.
and
Based in
now,
London.
and now a superstar here on Gateway Drive Time, DJ and entrepreneur China Lewan. It's been such a pleasure talking to you about what you do about Black History Month, and we'll be covering this topic a lot more, I should think, throughout October. Thanks for taking time out to speak to me and to my listeners today here on Gateway.
And thank you for having me. It's been fun speaking to you. Thank you.